So you may be asking yourself, why are you going to do a video on how to replace a battery? Isn't that pretty simple? So the answer is yes, it is pretty simple. On most top post batteries, side post batteries can be different. Let me show you why. So this is a top post battery on my 2009 Honda Accord. You can see to remove this battery, pretty simple. You got one nut right here, you got one nut right there. Pull the connectors off, swap the battery. Pretty simple. Now check out this Napa Legend battery. This is in my Ford F-150. This is also a top post battery. You can see we have the same setup. Now let's check out the battery on this Chevrolet Trailblazer, which is a side post battery. So as y'all can see, our battery is in this compartment. You come around, you can see we have a difference here. Side post. Also, you've got a bolt here. We have a bolt down here. On the inside, we have a bolt located right here also. And we have this brace that goes over the top that holds this box down. This is all one piece. So before we can even get to the battery, we have to remove 1, 2, 3 bolts. Then we can pull this plastic cover off. Then we still have the 2 bolts we have to remove here also. And also on this one, there's like this little, you can see right here, there's this little ventilation hose. Just because this battery is enclosed so that when the battery gets warm, it can breathe some, so to speak. So you have this little ventilation hose that we also have to pop off of here. So as you can see, to remove this battery, it's going to be a little more involved than a top post. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're new to my channel, my name is Kevin Reese. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions about this video, go ahead and drop a comment. I usually try to respond within 24 hours. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you all how to change the battery in your Chevrolet Trailblazer or your GMC Envoy. So the tools we're going to use today, y'all, you're going to need an 8mm socket or wrench. For the posts here, these are 8mm. You're going to need a 10mm, which is going to remove this bolt, that bolt, and this bolt here. Now this one is a little recessed, as you can see. It's a little difficult to get a wrench on. So I have a 10mm socket here on a ratchet. As you can see here, this works really good for removing that. Now you could really use a socket and a ratchet if that's all you have to do this whole job. If you have any loose sockets laying around, I'd suggest picking up one of these little socket holders here. This is what I keep all mine on because I have so many of them. This one here, as you can see, is made by Ulsa Tools. Really great product. If you go to their website and use discount code RKR, you can get these at a discount, 10% off. And you can see I love them because I can pick these up and I can shake them and all my sockets aren't going to go flying out. I can bang them around. They work really good. Well, this ratchet set I have by Ulsa Tools is really great also. You can see here, this is their push ratchet set, and I'm going to show y'all how this works. It's really cool. This is the first set I've ever had like this. So as y'all can see right here, this is your normal, a normal box end wrench. So you can see here, it has a gear in here which is similar to another set of Craftsman that I have. But the difference with these is they don't have that lever that you have to fumble with to change directions if you want to go counterclockwise or clockwise. Let me show you how it works. So as y'all can see here, right now this is set up to loosen. So I'm doing counterclockwise, right? If I wanted to change the direction, you can see here, I'm loosening counterclockwise. If I want to change direction, you simply push. So I'm pushing this way. So I'm pushing in against the bolt. So you push in and you turn it in the direction you want it to go until it locks. Now, that's simple. I'm tightening. So we're going clockwise. And the traditional side, your open end, works great also. So anyway, go ahead and remove this bolt. We're going to remove this bolt. Then you've got this bolt in here. So pay attention to where you remove your bolts from. It's a good idea to keep an idea of which bolt went where. Pay attention to the length of it. So you can see this one has a washer on it also. It's a good idea whenever you remove these bolts, go ahead and drop them in a container. So as y'all can see here, you have that bolt. This actually attached to the tray. So what you end up removing is this nut and washer. It's all one piece. So the last bolt we removed is the same as the front one, same length with the washer, so they're identical. Now, the first thing you want to do here when you're removing this, you can see your brace down here on the bottom of the tray. You just pull it up out of the way and you can just remove this entire brace. And now we just have the tray here. Like I said, you have this little air duct here. Pop it off. Now you can see once all that's removed, your cover is off, and it's free. Not all the way yet, because you have this whole cover is connected. So you have to remove your connectors first before you can get the cover off. So we're going to take our 8mm and we're going to turn both of these counterclockwise and remove these out of the way. You can see we have one more step here. They don't want this battery to go anywhere. I think you could roll this car over 20 times and flip it, and this battery would be in place. So we have one more method down here that secures this battery. You can see that bolt right here at the bottom that comes right over the edge of the bottom of the battery. So this nut and washer, and you can see this bolt here, some of those are a little difficult because you have to use, it would be difficult to get a wrench down here. As you can see, trying to get a wrench down there on it and to try to turn it's hard. So this is when a socket and a ratchet and extension come in handy. So this nut down here is a 13mm. You can see 13mm ratchet and extension. Make the job very easy. And now finally, with the nut removed, you can see this little piece here is loose. You can lift the battery. So now we can finally, at last, go ahead and remove the old battery. So we can go ahead, drop in our new battery. And to reinstall everything, y'all, you drop it in. You can see this is the lip here on the bottom of your battery where this catches, and this little lip here just holds that down. Pretty simple. Like I said, your side posts, make sure you line these up. This is pretty easy because you can't cross them up, you know, your positives here and your negatives here, but you want to match those up. Positive is always red, negative is always black. So there's no colors on this one. Some of them have colors that are color coded, but right here, if you look, these are set in place. They aren't crossed over, so it's really hard to mess this up because it will only go in one way. All right, so this is obviously a good sign when you put your battery in and your lights are on. So let's go ahead now, see if this bad boy will start. Oh, I think we're in business, y'all. I think we are in business. All right, so that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope this has been helpful to y'all. Please subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, drop a comment if you have any questions, I'll answer back, usually within 24 hours. I'll see y'all in the next video. Kevin Reese, like, comment, subscribe.